Okay. Thank you, Yogi. Thank you, Yogi, for bringing me up. Yes, so I'm Doipan, logged in from Hyderabad, and such an unreal journey Deepak Jain shared. Deepak ji, uh, we loved your journey, and it's a wonderful thing. Wonderful. Congratulations to you and Upal both. So I'm Doipan, logged in from Hyderabad today. I've done my studies from IIT Bombay and working as a software lead in Qualcomm right now. And wish every one of you a wonderful 79th Indian Independence Day or weekend, I would say. And today, let's learn something interesting on physical movement. So, we all know, right? Uh, we need to do it, but most of us are unaware that why the reasons, what are the reasons to do it. I'll share my screen quickly and I hope everyone is able to see the screen and me also, right? So today I will tell you a couple of reasons which are actually interesting to know why we need to do movement, why we need to be agile throughout our life. And it starts now, starts in the 20s and 30s, right? In the children, they are always agile playing, right? But we tend to slow down when we are started in our studies or working in corporate, right? So yeah, why do we move? What is your motivation to move? Is it for fitness? By the way, you can type. This is a very interactive presentation, and I want you to interact with me. I will ask some questions, and you can also type in what is your motivation to move? Is it fitness? You can type one, or is it looking fit, fit in a good dress, or is it feeling confident in your skin, or is it mental health, or do you have any other goal? You can type in. You can type in one, two, three, four, and all. Wow, wonderful. Yes, all. Many people are typing all. Yes, all of the above. Kaja, good. So, yeah, that's great. That's great. So, let's see some more, reasons to move. Some interesting ones, right? Okay, sleep. When we sleep, it is a minimal movement, right? And just after that, we start to move when we wake up. We move our hands, we open our eyes, we get up from the bed, right? But okay, let's go back in the morning. Today's morning, what do we generally do when we wake up in a weekdays morning or in a weekends morning? You can choose the options, or you want, if you can type anything, you can also type that. So it can be checking mails or social media, maybe mobile by your side. That's A. B, you might be giving gratitude for your life, or you can pray for your family, or maybe you sit for a while, just to wake up, or maybe lie down for a while, or maybe you get outside. Okay, Yogi is telling B and E. Arjun is telling B, A. Okay, stretch. Yeah, that's great, Vishak. That's great. You're stretching, meditation, gratitude. Wonderful. So that's in B. Okay, B and C, that's wonderful. So good to see that many people are doing some movement after they wake up, right? Cool. Now, what can this morning movement connect with? I would like to connect it with something weird and something interesting today, right? Something about cleaning our toxins, right? So let's do that. It is a weird question, I know, but if you clear your bowels right in the morning after a few hours of waking up, maybe you can select one if you need a lot of water, or if you need a breakfast or a full meal to clear it out, maybe two, or maybe if you can walk or exercise, or maybe for some people it is. Have you seen some people who generally smokes or scrolls just to get the pressure out? Or maybe for some people it is the later part of the day. Okay, drink water. You can type in one, two, three, four, or five. Okay, after workout, that's great. That's good. Maybe any movement. Movement is very good. One, need a lot of water. Yes, we all need water. We actually need, need to hydrate after we wake up because there is a long time we are not drinking water. Yes, that's great. Wonderful. Yes. Okay, so let's link to the main thing, right? So our intestines generally have muscles, but they are not as powerful as our arm or legs, right? Or our mouth, but they do need a little bit of push to clear it out, clear our bowels of the toxins completely. Specifically, if you are sitting in a squat position, right? I have some water, as many of you pointed out, option one, right? So this is one of the position. This is one of the position that is resting pose, right? And this has a very wonderful connection with autoimmune disorders. How? I'll tell you. So basically, what is autoimmune condition? It is simply food staying in our system long enough to rot and poison us, as toxins as our boils. Maybe it is cleaning out every day, but maybe some part is always staying in your system, in the intestinal walls. If you sit in a squat, something like Malashana means mala, the garland pose. It looks like garland in the hands and the legs. And breathing there actually helps the diaphragm to push through the intestines and clear the bowels out. And if you can have a little bit of warm water, that does a great magic. If you can walk also, that also does a wonderful magic. So yes, this kind of movement helps to clear out the toxins completely, and that cuts off one of the major thing that can cause autoimmune disorders, right? So that is one of the reason we should move, in the morning, and maybe this position is really wonderful. Okay, how did we forget this pose which he used to do to socialize with people, with cooking, maybe, squatting and cooking, toiletry, exercise, resting? We all used to squat, right? But when the chairs came, let's say I'm also sitting in a chair, right? We forgot squatting. Many people of you are, you know sitting in the chair, right? And we forgot squatting. And it's sad that many of us lost the mobility or the ability to do so in a very comfortable manner. Well, wait till the end, till I give you a small challenge that you can practice that can change your life, right? We'll discuss more reasons and more things actually. Let's do. So let's say if you are not very, uh, comfortable in this squat position, in which the man is sitting here, right? In which the man is sitting here, and basically uh, you want to improve that, right? So let's see how we can improve that. Okay, so it is a journey. Let's say you are sitting in a chair. What could be the simplest movement? You can just put one leg up. Just I'm also doing right now. I just put one leg up and pull it towards your body. You can also do it myself. That is the first one, right? That's very, very simple. You can do it anywhere actually, right? Even in your office chair, at your home, anywhere, right? Yeah. Then what you can do is put one leg above your knee and push that knee downwards, whichever is up. That is the second position, right? So that stretches your pelvic region. You'll feel good. After a long hours of work, after 1 hour, if you do these two movements, that you will feel good for sure. You can also stretch and contract your spine, something like seated cow and seated cat, like this, contract and like this stretch you can do, or you can touch your toes while sitting on a chair or sofa, right? You can do a simple twist like this. Actually, I would encourage all of you to try this right now because they're very easy movements. And if you do this, it will register in your mind. Maybe from Monday when you are joining your office or your work, you can try this every 1 hour. It takes only 2 minutes. It's very simple. And it actually activates our pelvic region, the lower body that is seated, and generally we lose the power there. When we are sitting in a chair, we can push our legs in a V shape, triangular shape like this one, and then sit basically. And maybe we can also sometimes just stand up and we can sit down. You can do it in around 10-15 times in a day. That will be wonderful. And gradually, let's say if you have 5 minutes of break, why don't you, hold your chair or table and you do simple squats. You can try it right now, right? So gradually, you will be able to improve the mobility of the pelvic region of your legs so that you can do a full squat like the man is doing here. And this is a wonderful movement for all of us, right? Okay, cool. So let's move next and we'll talk about how metabolism is very much linked with movement and agility, all the things. I am giving you another reason to move. List all the reasons so that it registers in your mind and you will remember every day, okay, if I move, this thing will get better. If I move, this thing will get better. And you will have lot of options to move, which I'll show you, right? So let's see. You can type in 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. If you have ever experienced, let's say, cravings for sweets or snacks during your work, or maybe frequently hungry, you need 3, 4 meals in a day, and in the daytime, nighttime hunger is there, you can, type 1, you can type 2. If you have observed sometime, your belly fat won't go. Okay, Pankaj is telling 1. Okay, and if you are facing daytime lethargy, maybe post lunch, you can press 3. You can be sleepy during the lunch. If you are having stiff joints in any part of your body, let's say you cannot touch your back, something like this, or maybe you cannot touch your leg completely up, that can be there, stiffness of the joint, loosen of flexibility and strength. Okay, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. Okay, 3. Okay, daytime lethargy. Yes, come on. So thank you everyone for sharing. And maybe, if you are experiencing these in the last couple of weeks or sometime in the past, it can be linked to one metabolic syndrome that we'll discuss about, right? You can always get back to your coach to get a holistic solution on this one, right? But let me talk from the movement perspective of this one, right? Yeah. So our metabolism goes down with age, right? But there is also some syndrome that happens with our sedentary lifestyle or maybe excessive refined food intake. If you see the foods outside, they're mostly refined. So the mostly carbohydrates and most of the things are carbohydrates only. The majority of the carbohydrates, all the other things are stripped off. So what happens is a lot of insulin is produced from the pancreas because insulin is needed for the sugar, to carry in the blood and basically carry from blood to the cells. Sugar is the energy here, right? Main source of energy, let's say. And as the cells already have a lot of energy, it might show a resistance to the insulin. So it will not take up the sugar, right? So sugar gets stored in the fat cells because it has nowhere to go, right? And gradually you will not get the energy that you took from the food, so you will eat food again, and this cycle continues. And what it can happen, this resistance can happen can actually result into lot of chronic disorders. You might have heard some of them, you might not have some of them, but this is like root cause of many hormonal disorders also. So how to break this cycle? You need to break this cycle, right, to become healthy, energetic, agile, right? So maybe fix your food, that's the first thing. And another thing is make your cells sensitive to the insulin through movement. So these are the two ways, two very basic ways. There are many other ways also, but these are the two fundamental ways you can do. And today, let's talk about the movement part. So any workout, can make the cells sensitive to insulin because it will use up the sugar within the cells. It will also borrow a lot of energy from the liver. It will deplete the glycogen or the glucose storage in the liver. And basically any movement or any exercise can help. But by far, these two movements can help you a lot. One is the walking, not brisk walking, normal walk, but it should be like, around 10,000 steps per day, and maybe swimming for around 40 minutes to 1 hour. That helps a lot in improving your metabolic syndrome. You will become energetic. You can try this 1 week to 10 days and you will feel more energetic, right? You will see the symptoms you have chosen, they're gradually improving. And yes, of course, you can get back to your coach for a holistic solution around these ones. Yes. So, yeah, I'll give you another reason why to move. We are all concerned about our organ health, right? Can movement detox the organs? Let's see how. So primarily, it helps in our liver detox, it helps in our cardiovascular or the lungs and heart detox, and also our helps in our brain health. That I'll take part later. But let's see how it improves our this metabolic and cardiovascular organs. So if you can see, only consistent movement can help, you know, the muscles to burn sugar, and basically it will also take the sugar from the liver and burn it, utilize it, so reducing fatty liver risk. That is one of the most important parameter. It detoxes liver. So exercise and movement can detox your liver, right? So your liver loves walking after meals. I never, I cannot sit down after a meal. And you can also, type, or you can raise your hands. Like if you walk for 10 minutes after every meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you can raise your hands. I can see basically regular movement actually improves, circulation and basically nutrition carry from heart to different parts of the body. And also it, reduces the LDL oxidation. Okay. So LDL, maybe we all know LDL is the bad cholesterol. It is not exactly, it is not the full story. So LDL is important for our body. It is like a bandage to our wounds inside the body, right? And what happens is this LDL, when they are actually, putting out the fire inside the body, they get oxidized easily. And this oxidized LDL is the bad thing, you know. And whenever you are working out consistently, not too much, not too less, it actually reduces LDL oxidation. And it also helps you increase lung capacity. Whenever you are doing strength training, lung capacity increases. And many of us have, many of the people have, immunity issues like asthma and all. And if lung capacity increases, it actually solves the problem in another way. It helps you prevent lot of immunity problems in the longer run. So improving lung capacity is one way to improve your immunity, right? So immobility is the higher clot risk for the blood inside our body. And desk workers, as you have seen, they have a lot of risk of heart diseases compared to who are, working outside, active workers, right? Even if we hit the gym. Okay, so let's learn something about brain and mental health, Okay, uh, are you guys with me? So can we do a little bit of stretch? Yes. So we'll do a simple stretch. Okay, we can put our hands above, right? If you can see me, you can just above and stretch it. Go back in the chair a little bit. Okay, let me see everyone. I cannot see. Yes. Yeah, great, Yogi. Yes, Ravi. So you can bend a little bit side to side as Upal is doing. Yes, doing that. Great. Actually, you are going for brain health, so we'll actually, circulate the upper body. We can put our hands behind our back and stretch a little bit. We can put our hands above our legs, and pull this. Basically, if we can put our knee like this, hold our knee and pull it. Pull the knee with the hands. Okay, I think I am not visible to every one of you, but I am doing. Okay, I'll do a simple one. So you put your hands like this, you hold on the fingers, and you just try to pull it. It's very simple. You have to pull your thumb also, and this one also, right? And you can do the opposite. See, like this. Same thing. Put your hand in the back and pull it back. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, now our brain actually got a lot of circulation. You might be sweating a little bit. I'm also a little bit sweating as I'm talking also. So, have you heard about hope molecules? You can raise your hands. So this kind of the, some of you might have heard, but for the benefit who have not heard,
When you
I will try
contract,
to play one short video.
when you contract your muscles in any type of movement, they are secreting chemicals into your bloodstream that are really good for every system of your body. I mean, they're great for your heart health and your immune function, and some of them can kill cancer cells. You know, all the stuff we know exercise is good for. So you go for a walk or a run or you lift weights and your muscles contract and they secrete these proteins into your bloodstream, and in your brain they can act as an antidepressant. They can make your brain more resilient to stress. They increase motivation. They help you learn from experience. When I go for a walk or I exercise, I will literally say to myself, you are giving yourself an intravenous dose of hope. Yeah. Like, I think this is how we should frame movement, that it's something you can choose to do to really powerfully influence your mental health.
Okay, so I hope you got a little bit about what hope molecules are. Whenever you are contracting your muscles, right, there are some kind of chemicals or proteins, as told by this doctor, Kelly McGonigal. And basically, that helps in our brain health, that makes you resilient to stress also, right? So, delving a little bit deeper, let's see. These are basically myokines and some of the happy hormones that promote growth in muscles, in our intestine. They clear our intestines, they help build our bones, right? They also promote growth hormones, and basically this only secretes whenever we are contracting our muscles repeatedly. But these are very minute in quantity, so you really have to be regular, and you need to do some exercise for that. You can take a screenshot. I hope you are taking screenshots of the exercises which I was showing. You can take a screenshot of this study. You can read it. It is a wonderful read. It's not a research paper, it's an article based on a couple of research papers, right? But let's see what type of exercises make these myokines more efficiently. Let's see those things. So again, we are going down to our legs. So we are going back to square one, that is the squats. So it is shown in studies like training legs are associated in great deal of mental health and happiness in the long term. It increases blood and oxygen and nutrient flow to the brain. If you know the calf muscles, that is down to the quads. These are the quads and these are the calves. Training calves, they're actually called second heart. So calf training, contracting calf muscles actually send blood from lower part of our body to the heart to get it renewed. So again, the fresh blood flows along with nutrition and oxygen. So strong legs are associated with prevention of dementia, or maybe delay of dementia and Alzheimer's disease, which are brain diseases, right? They can prevent falls in your older age. And even if you fall, they reduce the chance of breaking bones, and it gives you ability and freedom to travel. That's what we are talking about, right? Freedom of travel, more independent. You will be able to visit your friends, make new friends, and more stability in older age. People, if they are growing old and sitting at home only, that calls in for depression, right? So don't forget to squat every day. So that's the thing I wanted to say. Cool. Then yes, let's, I think, yeah. So resistance training as a whole is a savior. You cannot do only just squats and forget your upper body, because you are working on computer. Your hands are overly, stretched. Your back is stretched. You need to train your back also, right? But we really need to be consistent as we are eating food every day, right? As we are doing a desk job, or as we are exposed to stress. Think that you are exposed to stress or your work every day, right? So that consistency you have to bring in your workout. It may be just 5 to 10 minutes in a day. that could be enough. 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes is the sweetest spot according to the exercises you choose. But along with walking or swimming, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, that also does a wonderful job. The consistency helps here. Myokines, hope molecules, every single day, right? So let's get to the final thing now, the challenge, which I encourage everyone to try. So 30-30 squat challenge. For the next 30 days, spend a total of 30 minutes squatting in this Malasana or garland pose. So it can be, 5 minutes, 6 times a day, or maybe a little bit more times. You can also get back to your coach for tracking. It might not be perfect in the first place, right? But let's progress on it. Let's progress on getting there. And if you do this, most of your problems, back problems people are experiencing, those will be gradually going off, right? So there is a famous, saying by one of movement coaches. He's a very, wonderful coach in the world. So he tells, if you won't move, one day you might not be able to, right? This is said by Ido Portal. So yes, any questions I would like to take up, and yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Squatting, yes, squatting hills.